Morning. It's another Sunday, which means it's time for another Sunday zine. All right, while I was sitting here with this web page open, I got another notification. Somebody else joined. We have now 12 people, 11 including me. 12 people have joined this jam. I'm so excited. And you can see we have one entry. Yay! And it's not me because I still have not finished my zine. I I sat down this morning at my desktop. I have a desktop and I have a laptop. So I sat down at my desktop and woke it up and realized I had not used it since I had finished the last Sunday zine. Like literally all the windows were still open. OBS had crashed. It was very funny. So I was looking at my zine that I made last week that I didn't quite finish, if you remember correctly, because there was still a couple things I wanted to do, and one of those things was I was going to ask my mom some questions about the first time that I saw the aurora when I was a kid, and I still haven't done that. I was going to do some practice visuals because I left 2 pages as a spread because I'm gonna put a I'm gonna draw the aurora. So I was gonna do some practices on like another piece of paper. Didn't do that. It was the thing about I say this every time. I do love doing this, but the thing about doing it is that I crash hard after I do it. Um, Streaming takes so much out of you. You know, yesterday I taught some online classes and then I just like went to bed for 3 hours afterwards. So like every time that I finish this, I just crash. And I had not opened my desktop in a week and it was all still there. But over the last week, I didn't finish my zine, but we have a zine here. So this is called oh, let's look at, yeah, I want the project page. There we go. Let Me Be Like an Aurora, um, by user The Deaf Sketcher, who is Bev Hickson Snook. Um, Bev actually emailed me. She's been watching me on YouTube and emailed me to let me know, which was very kind. And so I think I kind of pushed her a little bit to join in this. I was like, it's easy, it's easy. Um, so here's her zine. So good. She makes all of her zines in Procreate. So I was saying I love the lettering of her cover here. This font that she did the Aurora in is very good. So you should go download this zine. Leave her a lovely comment. Thank you so much, Bev, for being brave and being the first submission to Sunday Zine number 2. Um, when when people submit something, you should really leave a comment. It's a very nice thing to do for them. This is not a rated jam. I didn't want to do like a rated jam where there was like winners or anything like that, but I would love if we could, talk to each other and comment on each other's stuff and share each other's stuff on our blogs as well too. Um, so today, what are we going to do today? The thing is, if you'll notice, I also have this web page because again, this was still open from last Sunday, this website. I think we're going to do this again. We're going to do another Pomodoro because I have not been doing my morning pages lately. It's been bad, I know. I've not been setting a good example to myself. I have all of these. I wish that I was a consistent person, Like I wish that I could make habits in that way, but man, they're hard. So at least I can make myself do it when I'm live on camera. So let's do that. So, uh, you know what? Here's a great thing about this website. This is called pomodorokitty.com, by the way, if you're looking for a very cute timer for yourself. And over here we have some options, and you can actually change the cat. You can have a white cat, cream cat, dark brown, big orange fella, and you can even change their eyes as well too. So you can change, they could do like um what's that called word? Heterochroma, right? I think where animals have two different color eyes. I guess humans must have that too, right? There must be heterochromic humans as well. This is a website created by at Cassidy Learns. So thank you so much for this great website. Um, I will, you know what? I should put a link. I'll put a link down below for you all. And then we also have backgrounds that we can choose. So, last time we had the black cat. Let's do something different today. Man, that looks so good. Don't know that I like those eyes though. Let's do that. Do we like that? Maybe we want just blue eyes. Yeah, I think I do like the green. I do like the green with the orange. I do love orange cats. As a family, we used to have an orange cat for a very long time, and he was born in October near Halloween, so we called him Jack for Jack-o'-lantern. So, what we're gonna do is some morning pages. We're gonna write. I am gonna write in another window, in my obsidian window. So you're not going to see my words, just because the thing about morning pages is that you have to just be free with it. You have to just write garbage. Like, and I mean literal garbage. Like, I've got spelling mistakes in here. I've got, if you remember, I was having a keyboard sticking problem. I was going to say sticky, and then I was going to say sticking, and I ended up saying stickin'. I have a sticky keyboard problem, so I've got all these big spaces and lines of commas and periods. So morning pages is not for sharing. Morning pages is disjointed, stream of consciousness. It's just I need to be thinking, but for me, I I think best when I write. So when I am writing is when I get ideas. Things will pop up. And this is exactly how I came up with my idea for the zine that I made last week. I wrote this. So I wrote, I don't have an idea for the Aurora zine, except that it'll be about seeing the aurora this summer. Maybe I write about seeing it for the first time. It was at the covered wagons camp. I need to ask mom where and when that was. Then I can write about two auroras, and that's enough for a mini zine. That's what I wrote. And that was just the idea that came up. So, the ideas come from the writing. I have to be writing before the ideas come. I can't sit and think. I have to be doing the action before the ideas come up. Who is the person who says that, is it Einstein or is that apocryphal? Who says that um like motivation or inspiration will find you, but it has to find you working? Let's look that up. Maybe inspiration um, finds find you working, I think. Inspiration exists, but it has to find you working. Oh, okay, so it says it's from Pablo Picasso. I wonder if that's also apocryphal. Yeah. So it has to find you working, right? It's if you're just sitting there like a blob and scrolling on your phone, then the inspiration is going to pass you by. But if you've already started, that's where it comes from. Which is why I love morning pages, because it is working and sometimes it can feel like working. I've been doing morning pages, excuse me. I've been doing morning pages on and off. I think officially since 2010 was when I really started to do them in a more routine kind of way rather than just writing in my journal. Um, when I started university is when I really started free writing, though, because I would carry this notebook with me all the time, and then I would sit in these lectures and be bored out of my mind, and then I would just start writing in my notebook. So I've been doing it for a long time. Sometimes it starts to feel like a chore, like, oh, I have to do morning pages again. And then other times it's like today, it's like I need to do morning pages. Like I feel that inside of me. Like I need to be doing something. So we're going to do that today. So we are going to start this timer. You get to look at my lovely cat. Maybe we will give this cat a name. And one thing I want to do is try to hide this cursor as well too. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to click start. I'm going to click into my window and I'm going to stick the cursor up there in the corner. And hopefully that's out of your way. And now we're going to write and I'm going to be quiet. Oh my gosh, maybe I should mute myself. Can you all hear my stomach growling? Oh, we're into the last 5 minutes. I missed it. The timer is partly covered up by my screen. My other window, I mean. Keep flipping back and forth to see the time, and I'm like, stop doing that. Oh, that cat scared me. It was very loud. And very high pitched, too. All right. So that was morning pages. Let's see how many words did I get. It was not a lot. I really feel like I was very slow. 556 words today. So I choose the 12 minutes because that's about what I used to do 750 words in back when I did that on the website, 750words.com. Um, but that was like hardcore. I need to finish it. I need to, let's go. And this was very much like, I'm thinking, and then I keep flipping back to look at the timer, and then I was like, oh, there's something outside. Um, the sidewalk is right there. The sidewalk is like right there, so it's like right at my eye line, so I can see people walking their dogs. So I have my idea for today. That is the thing that's important. I know what kind of zine we're going to make. You might have noticed I made the I was going to say the subject line. It's not the subject line. I made the title of the stream. We're halfway there because we are halfway to Sunday zine. See that? 13 days, 23 hours, which means there's 2 more weeks. So you have 2 weeks to make your zine and submit it, which means I have 2 more weeks to finish my zine and submit it. So I will probably do that next week. That'll be next week's task. I finally finished that zine. But today that is not what we're gonna do. Today, what we're gonna do is make a new zine. We're gonna make something new. We're gonna make a zine about crossword puzzles because that's what I've been thinking a lot about lately. I really want to make some more. I've been thinking about shorts, I will say. Um, I did a lot of shorts way back in 2022, and I haven't done any since I've started making videos again here in 2024. So I'm trying to figure out what kinds of shorts that I want to make. And like, I love doing these zine streams, but I also really want to start doing some more, like crosswords and puzzles because I love that side of it as well too. That's kind of like the two sides of my brain, I feel like, is like the making of the words, so like the writing and the zines and the publishing and all of that stuff. But then there's like the fun words, right? Is the word puzzles. I love when sometimes I'll do a crossword puzzle during my class or like before my class, and so my students see me doing the puzzle. And they're like elementary school kids, so they're like, "You're doing that for fun?" And I'm like, "Yes, this is fun for me." So I kind of like that idea of like contrasting um, the like working words and fun words, work and play. So I've been thinking about crossword puzzles again, and I've been thinking about other word games as well too that I like to play. So I recently got a membership, a lifetime membership. They do this thing where they offer it. Let's see if I'm logged in or not. I don't remember. You know what? Let me give me 1 second. Yes, okay. I'm in Pages. Sorry, I was thinking I was still in the internet. Um, all right. So, where's the one I'm looking for? Oh, here we go. Okay. So, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Here we go. Internet. So, Puzzmo. I have a lifetime membership to Puzzmo. And so they have a crossword that I like, but they also have a ton of other games, and one of the ones that I like is Type Shift. So, um, they also have a couple other word puzzles. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I? Oh. I'm like confused about where I am. I'm sorry. Uh, so thinking about other word puzzles. I want to do a zine. Let's go back to pages. I want to do a zine that is about how to do word puzzles, how to do lists of things that you need to know when you're doing word puzzles, and sorry, I'm trying to find. So I'm thinking about like I had this idea of talking about crossword ease. So like the words that you know because you do crosswords. And I don't know what the title is going to be, but maybe just like something words. So let's get a date in here. Today's September 15. So I'm thinking about maybe we do maybe some like tips, like things that you should know. Oh, wait, you know what? We need to save this. Let's save. So we got 240915. And we're going to call it words. Just for now, we're going to call it words. So there's definitely different things that you have to know to do different puzzles. So there is crosswords. There is maybe like word creation, maybe. And then there is word. I'm not a big word search person. Um, I'm very good at them, but it's not enjoyable to me in the same kind of way because it's not like word creation, right? Give me 1 second. I need to. All right. Um, sorry, I just needed to log out. All right, let's go back to internet. So Puzzmo has this game that's called Word Bind down here, and it gives you a line of letters, and you can see that they are actually words. And you have to create words in this line, but the trick is that you have to create them in order. So, like, you couldn't, if you started a word with the A, then you couldn't use two B's because the B is now gone for you, right? So, like, if you start with the T, then all of the letters that are in front of the T are not available to you. You have to use the letters in order. So, like, you could make the word kin or you could make the word tine, but you could not make the word keep, right? Even though we have a K, E, E, and P, they're not in order, so you can't make that word. So that's like the word creation puzzle that I'm thinking about. And they also have, so this one here is called type shift. I enjoy this one because it's also word creation, but again, it gives you the constraints of these are like dials. And so all of your words have to start with these letters. And all of your words have to end with these letters. You have to make the words in this order, right? So you're kind of like turning the dials around to make a word. Can I make this one as I think I can play this one, right? Let's play this one. So I can make TI. Oh, there we go. I didn't even see that. I can make tiled. No, I was thinking there was an R there. No, the R is there. SP, spell. And so that you can make a lot of different words, but in order to win this game, you only have to just use all of the words. Bean, bees, bees. What do we have with? Oh, there we go. Bills. And there's beams. And then what can we get with the B here? Oh, we got bulbs. There we go. Ta-da! So again, word creation, but sorry, now we go back to pages. Word creation, but with limits, with restraints. So we've got crosswords, we've got word creation. I'm thinking about one of the things I've been thinking about is that I want to make a video about the names of baseball players that I know only because of crossword puzzles. Like, I think if I had to choose which sport do I know the least about, it might be baseball. It's kind of a tie between baseball and football, like American football. So I'm thinking about like, um, no, maybe we do page 5 is like common words, the words that come up all the time, like Oreo and Oleo. And then maybe like crossword people, because then we could talk about like all of the baseball players plus people like, Alan Alda, who is always in crossword puzzles because of his name. And then, so we've got 2 more. So what other kind of, maybe we talk about like, I don't think it's syntax. I don't think syntax is the right word because syntax is more grammar, but like maybe like spelling rules. Let's talk about like that, right? I'm thinking about if you're trying to fill in a crossword and you see that there is like the word starts, or no, like say a better example is like say the second letter is a T, then that really cuts down on how many letters can come before it, right? Because it could be a vowel, but it's like much less likely to be a U in front of a T. There's just way fewer words. And then like it could never be an L before a T, right? It could never be at the beginning of a word is what I mean there. So like spelling rules, letter rules that you learn and when you do crosswords. Um, so I feel like I'm trying to think about like different types of games. So here we're talking about creating words from letters, creating words from sets of letters. They do enjoy those kinds of games. But then I'm wondering if like, because that's also kind of unscrambled games as well too, right? I'm thinking about different types of maybe we talk about like um crypto type games, not crypto as in Bitcoin, but like cryptograms, where that's more like decoding words. Um, like replacement code, replacement uh, ciphers, maybe we call it, because that's different than word creation. Okay, let's start by making some lists. So crossword people is going to be an easy one. We've got Alan Alda. We've got Mel Ott, who is a baseball player. We've got Ara. Let's look up his name. Ba, 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 ba. So he is a football coach. Right, sorry. This guy. He has a name that is always in crosswords. So Eian. We got Yoko Ono, who is also always in crosswords. Who else do we have? What else can we think? Words that are always in crosswords. We've got Oreo and Olio and Alpo. I mean, maybe we could just do brand names. I wonder. Mm, oh, another person who is in a lot of crosswords is I am Pay. Just going to double check the spelling of his name. Yes. He is an architect. It's like there's a difference too between like people that I know because of crosswords and then people that I actually knew before crosswords, and then you feel like really kind of cool. Bum, bum, bum. What else we got? I wonder if there's a Wikipedia page. Let's look it up. Let's look up a list of crossword words. No, that doesn't exist. But maybe there's crossword ease. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's look at this. Let's look at this page. Crossword ease. So this is like the vocabulary of crosswords, right? The way that crosswords talk. So words that are very common. Oh my gosh, yes, all the Bible names. Absolutely. We should put that in the crossword people. Um the one that you always see, I mean, both Cain and Abel are so common, but Esau is like always in there. And Esai Morales, the actor, is in there a lot. Um, Again, I lost my window. Oxo. Oxo's a good brand that's always in there. Peso, you see that a lot. Oh, I hate when crosswords do this, the direction thing. Mm, Ahab. Gotta put Ahab in there. All right, that's a good list of crossword people. Um, and find some more words. Aioli, maybe. No, I don't want places. I want like actual things. Yeah. Man-made items. Yeah, ewer. Oh yeah. Ewer is a good one. It's another one you see all the time. These are people again. Don't want people. I want things. I want objects. Um, and I don't really want to talk about like the little words. I want to talk about big words. More interesting words. Maybe slow. Slow's a good one to talk about. And sorry, I forgot which window you were looking at. You're looking at the internet. Okay. And no, that's more people. Oh, epee is a good one. Again, these are all kind of short words, though. Oh, I don't want that. Don't want sports. Again, I don't want shortened words. I just want words that are really common. Outdated. Oh, interesting. It's so funny they say emag is never found in new puzzles, but I feel like I just saw it in one. All right. I think that's some good stuff we can talk about here. The question is, am I making a zine of just lists, or am I making a zine where I talk about things? And I haven't quite decided yet. So I kind of feel like, I talked about this last time too. Is I feel like I might be a little bit stuck in a rut of like making all my zines the same. But here's why I feel like this. Um, Making a zine on a stream is hard, believe me. Um, so like doing it as a formula, right? You know, doing it the same way every time, having kind of like a rhythm or a cadence to it makes it easy. So I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. The reason that I feel like I might be just a little bit stuck in a rut is because I don't make zines outside of this at the moment. At the moment, I only make zines when I'm on the stream. So, of course, it's going to feel like all my zines are the same because they are. You know, this practice, the reason I do this is to try and, you know, push myself to make a zine more often, to make zines more often. Um, and also just to make zines, you know. I'm thinking about what we want for fonts right now. You can't see this, so I'll try to like select a couple. Like I kind of feel it would be good to do something like, you know, marker felt where it looks a little bit handwritten. It's like people are writing. But then we have like this one, which is like, oh, you can't really see it that well. We'll make it a little bit bigger so it's like sketchy, right? So that looks very much like it's been written by hand by pen. I like that. Let's do that. We could even make that the title here as well. Uh, F. Fred. It is called Frederica the Great. So, let's see. Do we have a title? I can't think of a title. Um, we could do. Oh, I hate when it does that. Hate, hate, hate. I was thinking about word rules, but then if you invert that, you get words rule. Now, is that super cheesy? What do we think about that? Is it cringe, as the kids say? This one, oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to select the letters, not the. Um, so we're gonna do heading. We're gonna do um, maybe creation. I don't know if that's the right word though, to be honest. What font is that? Okay, that's the Graphique. I do like this Graphique font. I think it's a really nice, really basic sans serif. Excuse me. As much as I love this chair, I finally bought myself a new chair at the beginning of the year. So it's like a proper computer chair. And I do like it. It's better than the kitchen chair had been using for like 4 years. But the thing is that it's on wheels and it spins. You can see it spins. And I am a very fidgety person, so I spin a lot, which means that like the chair drifts because it's just on a laminate floor. It's not on a pad or anything like that. So like I feel like I'm constantly readjusting myself when I'm sitting. I don't know that creation is the right word here, but what word do we use? Like um word creation? Because if we said word finding, then that would also be wrong. Why won't this style update? Let's just call it cryptograms. I think people understand what cryptograms are. And then this one we can just call spelling. And then this one is going to be common words. And this one is crossword people. Ooh, look at that. It fits exactly. Or do we want to say puzzle people? Puzzle people? Oh, don't forget to save. I'm kind of thinking, should I um either I'm going to make this list longer so that it fills the page, or I'm going to write about what each of these things are. But at the same time, what is there to say about each of these people? Um, I'm just going to very quickly double check. Say Morales's name. Spelling. Yes, A-L-E-S. So I kind of feel like I should just make a list. Just make this a list of things. But then, like this common word one, I think that you would need to make a 2-column list to make the page look nice. Because all of these words are so short. And then I don't know if we really have that many words. And if that's, particularly interesting. I don't know, is this even interesting? Sometimes you get to that point, right, where you're like, do I even care? All right, let's do this. So, you know what's wild? So all I did was press enter. And so the cursor is now here. But if we look up behind my head here, where it says body, the cursor is in the body style, but it's not actually because it still says Helvetica Neue. Like, I click on the actual body and then it puts it into the right style. Like, why does Pages do that? I don't understand. It's very annoying. It's almost like, you know, this this software wasn't built for doing this, but it was. It's supposed to be a publisher. All right, let's talk about crosswords. Let's talk about um, why do I love crosswords? I don't want to. I don't want to start with I love. That's boring. Um, I kind of feel like I like always start in the past. I always start with like um, how I discovered it or where it came from. Hmm. This is the thing about doing this live. Sometimes the words just don't come. Sometimes you just kind of have to. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Sometimes, nope, that's not what I wanted to do either. That one, yes. Sometimes you just kind of have to like play with the layout, look at fonts, and then something will come to you. Body. Maybe let's save. Maybe we go look at some pictures. I don't know, words aren't coming. Maybe we talk about spelling. Because, I was already talking about that one, so maybe I have something that I can say here. So, there are some spelling rules which can help you to find the right word. And maybe we do it like a bullet point list. And you know what I also want to do is I want to change these bullets. So like, yeah. This is the weird thing about bullets in pages is that it doesn't actually turn this thing into a bullet. It adds a bullet. So you have to like, oh, maybe it will. Oh, that one did. Okay. I've definitely had it before where it's like added a bullet. All right. I think that I want to put some space here though. I don't like how crowded everything seems. And then we need to get rid of that bullet. This is 100% stalling, folks. This is I don't know what I want to write. So I'm like, let's think about layout some more. Like I kind of feel like yeah, I want to give that some space as well too. 100% stalling. All right, and then bullet. So, um, common consonant, yeah. Pairings include ST, SP, SL. Well, actually, S goes with too many things. I don't want to list all of those. Maybe a consonant in the second space at the beginning of a word limits your choice of first letter. It feels overly complicated to try to explain that rule. Maybe something like, something like if a word starts with B, the second letter must be a vowel or, so B can go with R, L. I think that's it, right? Or R or L. So these starting consonant pairs are limited and help to eliminate possibilities. Actually, maybe we should do that opposite. So this is the rule, this is the example of the rule. For example, can I say IE here? Is that what IE means? Let's look that up. IE. I never know when I can use that one. Because I know it's different. There's two different ones with IE. Okay. Literally it is. That is to say, in the sense of that means which means. In other words, sometimes in this case. That feels like a for example to me, right? Um, i.e., if a word starts with B, right? Which means, yeah, okay. Um, the thing is though, that took up a lot of space. It feels like I only have room for one more spelling rule. Or else I have to take back some space at the top margin. But it kind of feels like um I don't know. You know what? I was so excited about this idea at first, and now I'm like lost. What am I writing? And I'm almost out of water. And now I'm out of water. Maybe I just do lists? Because the thing is that the spelling rules are good for all of these, right? All of these are going to help you. The spelling rules are going to help you with all of these different types of puzzles. I'm not sure if we have, um, you know why this is so hard? I will tell you why this is so hard. Is that it's like when you're a native speaker and you're trying to explain to somebody who's learning your language why you do things that way. And it's like, but you just do it because it feels right. Um, I mean, I think this is a very good exercise to try to like get myself to think about why I do these things and why I know these things. You know, why you look at it and you're like, but it has to be that. You know, it has to be. I kind of feel like I want to write just all the words that I see in crosswords that I don't see anywhere else. But then I feel like I'm just copying that Wikipedia page, and I don't want to do that because that would be what I would do. So maybe we write about why I love crosswords. Why do I love doing crosswords? Maybe we don't have any titles at all. Maybe we just have body text. Maybe we just have body text and mix it up with some pictures. If the words aren't coming today, you do what you got to do. Um, all right, so let's start with just writing. Let's just write. Um, Yeah, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this thing about like visual inner uh, visualization, right? So there is, you might have seen this on the internet. Let's see if we can find it. Um, like my, oh, let's say mind's eye. Yes, visualization. Let's see if we can find this picture. Oh, yeah, okay, this one. So like when you look, when you look, when you close your eyes and you think about something, what do you see? Right? So like number one, it's like the perfect thing with all of the details. And then number two is the thing, but it's not realistic. Like maybe it's a little bit cartoony, but it is still very clearly the thing. And then number three is like kind of like smudgy, blurry. Like it is still very obviously the thing, but it's maybe not quite all there. And number four is just like an outline of the thing. So like this is just like a line drawing. This is like cartoon. This is like sketch. This is like line drawing. And then number five is nothing. And this is me. I am number five. So I used to do meditation, and my meditation teacher once came up to me and said, I can tell that you're thinking too hard. So she saw that on my face that I was thinking too hard because I was trying to visualize everything that she was talking about. Like it was this thing about like you see this ball of light and it's getting bigger and bigger and you hold it and it's touching you and now it's touching the people beside you and it's touching the whole world. And I was like, I see nothing of that. I don't see that. I don't see a thing. I just think about the thing, right? I know what an apple looks like, but I'm not seeing the apple in my head. I'm just thinking about an apple. That's it. That's all I have in my head. Um, the weird thing is, though, is that doesn't mean that I don't dream. I have amazing, very visual dreams. Um, but I just don't have that inner mind's eye thing, that brain thing. And then some people, right, are in number one. Some people are like they see the details, they see everything. It's like you can reach out and touch it, like a 3D. So for me, doing word games, I like it because I think in words, right? Words are like my medium. Words are where I feel most comfortable, right? Maybe we say that something like I feel the most comfortable with words. So apparently this is called aphantasia. Let's double check that spelling. Aphantasia. That's the correct spelling. What is? Hmm. Apple doesn't know aphantasia. Aphantasia. I spelled it right. That's weird. When you um when you close your eyes and think about an object, let's talk about an apple. What do you see? Do you see a shiny red round apple with a stem and a leaf. Do you see the outline of the shape? Maybe a hint of color? Or do you see nothing? You understand the concept of an apple, but you don't see it in your mind's eye. Oh. So this is gonna be a totally different zine now, folks. Wow. But this how it's happened sometimes. That's me. Um, I. How would you say it? You like. It's not like you feel the apple, but like you just know, you just understand apple. You just like get it. Um, I connect the word with the I guess concept is the best word with the concept, but there is no image. So um let's just keep going. I'm basically like writing a blog post now. This doesn't mean that I don't dream when I'm asleep. I have amazingly visual and trying to think of an adverb to go with dynamic. Um, as a teenager, I started a practice of writing down my dreams as soon as I woke up in a notebook I kept beside the bed. That helped me even today to remember big pieces of my dreams, even though I don't write them anymore. Maybe record. So I kind of feel like I want an adverb there. Amazingly visual and wonderfully dynamic, but I don't think wonderfully is right. Um, I love that that's like these margins are exactly lined up. That's perfect. Because there is more space down there. I could write more, but I'm not going to because I want it to line up perfectly. I like that when I make, especially when I make mini zines. I don't know what it is about it, but I like those margins. I like those lines to match up. So we're going to go on to talking about words. Yes, okay. Talk about um, I have kept a journal since I was a child. My first was a lock and key diary. I I want to say it was my 8th birthday. It was definitely not my 9th birthday. My 9th birthday was my best birthday, and I remember it very well. We had a roller skating party, so I feel like 8 makes more sense. Um, in high school, it was a spiral notebook, which I decorated with stickers and tape. Today, I have 2 boxes under my bed full of notebooks. Um, I've lost count of how many. My chair has moved. For me, thinking happens best when I'm writing. Maybe let's say some people think in the shower, some people on a walk. For me, thinking happens best when I'm writing with paper and pen. And look at that, it lines up perfectly. Oh, why'd you do that again? Unselect. Deselect. How do you deselect? Is it D? No, it is not. Of course not. So yeah, no bullet. Um, this is Julia Cameron calls this practice morning pages. I call it free writing. At its most basic, it is time and space to write what you're thinking. What time are we at? We are at an hour and a half. Um, I might stop here just because I am starting to get a little antsy sitting here, and I might need to just stop. Um, we will come back to this and try this one again. Wasn't my best effort today, folks. I'm just kind of like I'm feeling Maybe I had too much coffee this morning. I feel like I can't sit still, and I feel like that's kind of a bad experience for people. So, um, thank you for hanging out with me. This one was all over the place. I know my brain was a little bit. "Woo." Um, we will try again. We will try again next week. Thank you so much.